Okay, so we are live. Welcome everyone to the free astrotheology course. Today we're going to do something different. We have Dr. Nghia with us. Her English name is Nettie, and she is a traditional medicine practitioner. So she's a physician here in Vietnam. And Dr. Nettie, could you introduce yourself, please, and tell us a little bit about yourself?
Oh, well, I would like to introduce myself. I'm a traditional doctor, and I work at my clinic for 3 years. And usually I use acupuncture and herbs to treat for my patient at my clinic.
Okay. So, can you talk a little bit about the herbs? Where do you get your herbs?
Actually, there are a lot of herbs, and I plant a little in my garden, and on the other, I bought them several the place in Vietnam.
Ah, okay. So you grow some in your garden, and others you buy in Vietnam. So everything is in Vietnam. That okay. All right. So what about the packaging? Do you formulate? So you get the herbs out of the garden, and then what? What do you do once you get the herbs out of the garden?
The herbs is really popular in Vietnam, and you could take it around every place in Vietnam. For example, I live in the south of Vietnam, and a lot of herbs I could treat for patients when they have the problem when flu, pneumonia, or also who have the digester disorder. It's like you can use ginger, um, mint. I don't remember all of them in
Ah,
English.
okay.
Yeah, in
Yeah.
English.
So do you dehydrate the herbs? Do you put the herbs in tablets or what or where is that done? Do you do that yourself or do you have someone else do it?
I have two staff, and they collect them and process in my farm. I have a store that they have several machines. They can greens, create pills in my clinic, and um, you know, um, one of them
Yes.
who is also a doctor.
Ah, okay. So you do everything in house. So the herbs come from your garden, and then you formulate them or package them for use in your clinic uh, or for
I just,
or
yeah,
for sale.
I just knew the pills made from my clinic. I don't
Yeah.
believe by the order because it's really expensive, and usually um, because some company they want to create pills and marketing, and
Yeah.
so they can take the good herbs.
Okay. So what I'm trying to get at is or let the audience know is that your herbs are fresh and you do everything in house. And in the West, that's a very important thing that you're making your herbs at home or in your clinic. Um,
Mm.
so I think that's something that the listeners should know in case they want to contact you. What are some of the herbs that you offer For
I'm sorry.
example, what are some of the herbs that someone can buy from you? Let's say if I'm in Canada or if I'm in another country. Yeah, what herbs can?
uh, yeah. Nowadays I'm practice and support them for my colleagues who are also doctor.
Yeah,
It's like the bite for mm, the people who can use us. But
yeah,
if they buy them for the normal people who don't have any knowledge about us, it may be similar with uh, the knife with two sides.
yeah.
Therefore, I think it's not suitable. But um, in the other country, I don't have the service.
But you can ship by mail, right?
Yes, it's just around Vietnam.
You can no, but you you can also ship internationally. Don't worry. If anybody, uh, if you're interested in talking with Dr. Nettie, that's her English name, Dr. Nettie. If you're interested, her contact information is in the description of the video. What are some of the typical type of illnesses, Dr. Nettie, that you come in contact with in your clinic? For example, diabetes.
Usually,
Hmm?
yeah. Please continue.
For example, diabetes, heart disease, high blood pressure. What are some of the common illnesses that your patients present with?
Um, is quite diversity. Usually I will treat for people who have chronic disease. Maybe they have um a stroke, and after that, their heart can move. So I should use connect with a lot of problem. Uh,
Okay.
yes, simultaneously with diabetes, hypertension, stroke with heart, and the other who is have a low pain,
Yeah.
or the people have the problem with headache or pain, your shoulder pain. Yeah, it's very diversity.
Okay. Okay. All right. So let's get into your presentation. So, can you tell us the title? This is the five elements of traditional medicine. Is that correct?
Yeah, because 2 days we have the lesson for yin and yang therapy. So today we will continue with the five elements of traditional.
Yeah. I'm listening. This
Okay,
area is too loud. I'm gonna move. It's uncomfortable. I'm sorry. But anyway, let's begin the presentation.
okay,
Let's begin the presentation, Doctor.
it's here. Okay,
Yeah, share your screen, and I'm gonna turn my camera off and
okay.
let you go. Okay?
Yeah, it's okay. In traditional Chinese medicine is really important for yin and yang therapy. After yin and yang therapy, there's the five element
So,
therapy. Uh,
excuse me, Doctor Nettie. I don't see your slides. Your presentation. I don't see it.
oh,
Can you share your screen?
can you see?
Yeah, it was showing before, but not now.
maybe is have the problem. I share my screen now, but share screen is I don't know why. I don't know why
You don't
I
know what?
can yeah, I can share
It's
my
not
screen.
showing. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Give me 1 second. Um, so let's see. I don't know why either. You know why? Hold on. Let me see why. I don't know what's going on. Hmm. Can you go out and come back in? Maybe. Can you go out and come back in, Dr. Nettie?
Wait.
Because I don't see your presentation. I don't know why it's not showing.
Okay. Let me try again.
Okay. Hold on.
Maybe I will quit and come back.
Yeah. Yeah, it was showing it before, but I don't know what happened, why it's not showing now.
Maybe we can.
Okay, here we go. All right, there we are. So can you start from the beginning? There we are. Can you start from the
Yeah,
beginning? I'm
yeah,
gonna
okay.
mute. Yeah, I'm gonna mute my microphone. So go ahead.
Oh, yeah. You know, in traditional medicine is really important for the first with yin yang therapy, and after uh the therapy for yin and yang, we have um the theory for 5 elements. To help the doctor can use is like the tool to diagnose. The first I want to share that we have the 5 elements including fire, earth, metal, water, and the last four wood this here. Uh, and after we connect with this, it will connect with Changfu organs. Changfu organs is in concluding, including lung, liver, kidney, earth, and the last four stomach. The last four stomach. And on the other hand, we also use the principle of disease that see how to compare with the problem with yin and yang and interior with exterior. Interior is when you have the problem in your life and you feel is really stressed. You feel tired, you feel angry, you feel happy, you feel so is feel blue and the other you found you in the traffic. Oh sorry. terror, therapy, and exterior. Does it around you? Does it include weather? Maybe when you go out and you wet after the rain, you will have a bit cold. And after that, you suffer from flu. You feel hot, fever, tired, and muscle pain, for example. Therefore, that's the cause make the disease from exterior. And the next word to cold and hot. And the last is depression and excess. It's really hard to explain for you understand because it's a long time to intake and you must absorb. Yeah, until now I have 10 years to practice in the traditional medicine. Are you okay? Do you miss any thing?
Yeah, I'm just
Well,
checking the signal. Keep continue. That's all. I'm watching here, checking the signal.
uh, the first I will explain for you understand about wood. Wood is the tree, and after that you log in, and all of them will have the characteristic from wood. It will is the similar with sound that is suit and emotion. The people who usually feel anger, when just have the a little bit problem. I think after that some people they will ignore, but the people depend with wood they tendency anger or when we connect with climate it is windy one. Windy one is uh, go out and the weather is have cloudy have the windy and the people will easy suffer from windy and after that they feel so a bit fever and easy to flu. The season when compare was spring. I don't remember. Do you understand all of the item I explained for you? But I'm trying to take the other slide to find the good connect. Let me try. Mm,
Yeah, I understand. Everyone can understand you, Dr. Nettie. Don't worry. Everyone understands you.
okay, let me trying to take the picture. I think when I move the other picture, okay, it's here. In this here, you can see is it very good to understand the circle. The circle and the five elements you can see in here. The first I talk about wood, and this here, you see, and this is symbolized for a spring, for the people have the stands for angry, or is the weather is the similar with windy, and the wood is well burn fire, and the fire that's what I talk to next slide, and fire will burn earth. Would burn metal and burn water. And after water, burn wood. This is the circle. from five elements, and it's connect directly with yin and yang. This here, you see, it's so interesting.
Yes, it is very interesting.
Yeah,
May
and
I ask a favor? May I ask a favor? Can you
okay,
talk a little bit more about the yin and the yang, about the circle with the black and white? Because people in my people don't know anything about this. The way you explained it last time. Would you mind, please? Just a little bit about it.
it's okay. Let me check it again. You know, it is here. We have two signs of dark and light, and dark is well the yin and white is symbolized for yang. And in the universe, we have two sides of the problem. Always, always. That's it. Left, right, yin, yang. Yeah, everything. And that's the therapy will explain everything in the traditional. Uh, also, medicine or natural, we will also have yin and yang. Is here. Is it the first thing? We don't have anything in the universal, and in the Western, they have the whole therapy from let me remember. That's it. Hawking, Dr. Hawking, Stephen Hawking. After uh, dark, big one, exactly. After that, after
Yes,
that,
that's correct.
yeah, after the Big Bang, the universe is were born, and everything in the earth will form from that. Um, yeah, and you see, when we have two sides of the problem, and after two sides of the problem, we will intake two sides. For example, does it the dark into why, and in traditional they explain that it in yang have yin and in yin have yang is have a bit mixed um have a bit makes sense. But it's like a philosophical concept. And the first time I study in this therapy, I feel so confused. But nowadays, it is very basic. Um, and the next slide, we will say, and it's here, and it's here. That's the two side of the problem. Black is symbolized for yin, and white symbolized for yang. And in this here, we have the traits for dark, night, cold, wake, retreating, winter, passive, and sleep, quiet. Does it depend on plague? And when the people they have the problem with plague, they tend this tend to have this syndrome. You know, for example, when I have um, deficient um, deficient of plague, I usually feel tired, feel so want to sleep the whole day. But on the other hand, when I have the problem with yang, I feel um my strong is not good, or I usually feel tired in the summer, and it's here like so. I feel you should to to trying to feel is subtle, is tiny. is very slimy. Yeah, and the next you can see with when we apply the yin yang to organs in the body, and it will explain a lot of symptoms. For example, with young organs that will directly connect with gallbladder, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, or bladder. But in yin organs that will directly connect with heart, lungs, liver, spleen, or kidneys. If you have the problem with kidneys, that's a popular for the elderly body, the elderly people. When aging, that's a will suffer on off the organs in their body, and they feel deficient kidneys, deficient hearts, or deficient lungs. The similar in the traditional medicine, they also have too. So, so in the Western medicine, they have the tools to observe by machine, but in traditional, anything the doctor must feel in by their sense, by eyes, by smell, by ear, or by hand. You know, that's it. Trying to practice every day. That's my work. So, do you have any question?
No, I just I think that not having to rely on equipment is superior.
Hmm.
It's superior for the doctor to be able to observe the patient and know
Yeah.
uh, what's wrong with the patient just by looking and touching and smelling and listening. I think it's far superior than having to run tests, and it's faster.
Yes, exactly, exactly. And therefore, uh, they must subtle and have a patience to understand exactly what the problem with their body, their patients. Mm, because I think um, today we should to focus on 5 elements. I just
Okay.
yeah, I just recall the yin and yang. So now I will continue with 5 elements. This here. This here we have the concept of the elements. There's a interdependent flow of qi. Do you know qi?
Yes.
Uh, qi is here. That is the similar with energy. When you want to move, you must to have qi in your body. And on after activity in the body, that is need to have qi. And the other um energy, that's a blood, and in the traditional medicine is we also call that a blood and cheese. That is the two side of the things, and that will have the circle for 5 elements that will bond and conflict. The conflict is keep uh, the other elements will balance. For example, if the fire is really strong, they will burn more earth. That's it. make the problem, make the disease, and the water. The water now is must practice and keep fire, come back and release the fire to keep the balance in the body. Yeah. So after we know about five elements, we will connect with the yin and yang theory. How to put the five elements into yin and yang theory. And this here, we have, let me check. And this here, that's where we'll separate the five elements into yin and yang, connected. So, um, to understand clearly about five elements, we should to know traditional medicine, Chinese medicine is mean, and how many concepts in the traditional medicine, and how to use acupuncture to treat or to use in the body, where is exactly the point, have the effect on the body, and that will connect with what is the organs. Yeah, and this here we will contact with organs of the body, we'll contact with feng shui or taxes or others. You know, traditional medicine is use tongue to diagnose. For example, the people come to with me, I will say, please, I want to see your tongue. Some people they feel shy and they don't want uh to show their tongue for me. And the other people they want to solve me the pools because the old people in the past they just focus on the pole and they don't care any syndrome because this depends what they sense that what they are feeling. Does it make sense or confused?
Yes, no, no, no. It makes total sense. It's very good. Continue.
Thank you. Sometimes I feel it's not easy to explain for other people understand clearly. And and this here. And this
Yeah,
here
yes.
we have the table to describe for other understand. When we put some symptom or something what is exactly with wood, with fire, with earth, with metal and water, and how how we can connect all of them in the table to help our can remember is easier. Yeah, what the spring. Okay, I want to talk about the life, or you can help me to explain because it will so complicated.
I'm trying to make my screen go full screen on my device, but I can't find out how to make it go full screen, so I can't see the text. The text is too small because my screen is not. It's
Uh-huh.
not on full screen mode. But what I'd like to say is that this five-pointed star for us Moors. Can you go back to the five-pointed star, please, Doctor? Can you go back
Probably
to the
four.
yeah to this slide? So for us Moors, so Moors, you'll see the five-pointed star, which represents for us Moors the five highest principles in the universe. Each point on the star represents one of the principles: love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. This is for Moorish Americans, and this is ancient. And this star is actually um uh, on our flag. But anyway, let's continue. Yeah, the star is actually on our flag, and it has a astrological or celestial meaning.
Um,
So the
I think.
Moors understand what I'm talking about. Yes. So for all of the Moors, you should be able to clearly see that natural medicine is is nature, but it also has a celestial or astrological component. It's obvious. Okay, doctor, continue, please.
um, because I don't know. Your It's like the people want to know exactly does it just their background. They could understand anything about fire elements, or just want to know basic. For
No,
example, does
do
it?
everything. Do give the lecture as though you're teaching medical students, or as though you're giving a professional seminar. Okay.
Um,
Yeah, do it. Do it the way you would do it. Do everything.
uh,
Yeah,
yeah,
do everything. Okay.
yes. If I explain for Vietnamese people, that's it may be easy with me. And but
Dr.
I have a
Natty, don't worry. Just do your best, okay? Uh the people in the Western world really appreciate what you're talking about because no one else is willing to teach them what you're teaching them.
um
No one will tell them this. Okay?
um
Yes,
yeah.
no one will. You can search YouTube and you will not find someone talking like you're talking. Okay?
Mhm.
So yeah, just continue. Okay, don't worry. Just be yourself and relax. Your English is great. Don't worry about your English. Okay.
Yes. Um
Okay.
if if the people want to remember, and maybe today I just focus on the how to connect five elements in natural with five organs in body. With wood we can compare with liver and gallbladder. You know, that is when you have the problem with liver and you tendency feel angry, you feel easy to feel fever, but just in your body. Or when we use the temperature for measure is well normal. And um water we connect with kidney and bladder. um the people they have the problem with kidney, they feel or maybe their um the water will have the problem, and the people they have the lung problem. We connect with metal, or earth we connect with spleen or stomach, and fire we connect with heart or small intestine. And this is exactly what I use every day to diagnose my patient when they come to with me. I will try and connect all of them. And you can see that's the circle. The circle that is the like bond. But in the center we can see the star. And the star just will connect with the other organs. For example, I have water. Water will conflict with fire. If fire is really strong and the water will use how to control fire become balanced. Because if fire is really strong, that will suffer from her. They feel so exhausted and um, their pulse is really fast, or even they will make struck from earth, her, or if if the fire is really strong, it will suffer directly to lung. And in the Western medicine, we have the O OAB. OAB. I don't remember. Let me check. Um, no, no. Oh, um, phổi phổi cấp. Mm, uh, OAB is is correct. Uh, OAB, OAP symptom correctly. Long time I do not practice in Western medicine, so I don't remember. OAP, yeah, exactly. OAP, a symptom. And the traditional is similar. Yeah, and this here, when her have the problem is directly practice with lung. And the next we will when the people they have the problem with their with them, we will use yin and yang therapy to diagnose and to be specific. That's a five elements therapy. And after that, finally, I would love to use herbs to treat for them. And herbs in the world is really um, diversity, and how to make them treat for patient. That is like practice. Actually, it is complicated with me until now. So I think today we just trying to know basic about five elements, and maybe next week we have more time to call and discuss this lesson. I will explain more, and if you have any question, you can ask me
Okay,
before I yeah.
thank. I think the people want to know more about how you make the herbs. And can you
um
also talk about the advantages of herbs over, let's say, over medicines made in a lab?
mm,
What are
as I
the
mentioned
advantages of herbs?
as I mentioned, we have a lot of kinds of herbs, and when you have the problem with exactly uh, fire or earth or metal or water or wood, I would like to choose the earth, and that is connect with the organs. Or sometimes I can to create the earth, and after that I should to cook them by with several kinds of spices, or uh, or some kinds of alcohol, or ginger, and I make cook them to create a new taste, a new apply, a new apply. And sometimes I will connect a lot of herbs into remedy, um, and how to reject um, the effect not good for patient, and push the good positive to treat patient.
Oh,
Is
I have a question for you, Doc. Uh, so each patient you make a special herb, especially for that patient.
sorry.
So for each patient, you make a special herb just for that patient.
Usually when I cook, it's like the soup is
Yes.
similar with soup, and you just drink them.
But it's different for every patient, or
It depend the severe of them. It they
uh,
just the crowd, you know,
the
if
severity of the ill.
yes, if they don't really urgent, we will
Yeah.
use the similar with this. But
Uh,
they have the problem. It is really complicated and urgent or
yeah.
emergency. I would like to use the earth compile and cook them on
Uh,
spot, and we
okay.
just train directly.
Okay.
This
Do
is
they have to?
really
Do you require them to have a special diet before they see you, or while they're being seen by you? Do you restrict the food, or do they continue to eat the same diet, or do you change
mm,
their diet, or how does that work?
exactly. Um, if they can obey the diet, that's it really good for them. They don't need to use any herbs or any kinds of tools. Yeah, I think the best way to have the people have a good health, that's the exercise and diet. And, but some people they don't like obey and practice every day with nutrition or exercise. And yeah, they just want to dress because it's really fast to help them feel better, reject their syndrome.
So when the
Therefore,
patient, yes, yes, I understand. When the patient comes to your clinic,
mm,
do you ask them to stop eating for a day or 2 or 3 days, or do you change anything about their eating when they come to your clinic, or does it they just continue eating the way they ate before they came to your clinic?
it depends on their attitude. If they want to me help them control diet, I would love, I am willing to help them. But the people they don't care. They don't hear I explain. Therefore, uh it's not too good explain for them. So I I usually talk to them. First, they could control by us, control by acupuncture, and I will help them for 3 days or 1 week, or yeah, it's like that.
So what what do you suggest or recommend people do? uh, you talked about eating nutritious food and exercising. Is there anything else, let's say with the mind or the body or water, that people can do to uh, improve their health or to prevent getting sick in the first place?
Mm, yes, this is the really important in our life.
So what about water?
Oh, water. That is the vital. And the body does intake enough water every day. It depends their weight. When I study nutrition in the university, you know, the water is very different with private body. For example, you're over 70 kilogram,
Yes.
you should to intake around 2.5 liter every day, but at just around 50 or 55 kilogram, I should intake around 1.5 or 1.8 liter every day. I
Okay,
don't need
so
to
if
intake
if
over.
if I remember, there are 2.3 there are 2.3 pounds per 1 kilogram. So seventy kilograms is going to be somewhere around 145 pounds, guys. So if you're over, let's say 145 pounds, you should drink 2.5 liters of water per day. That might be,
Mhm.
I don't remember. I've been away from home so long. In my country, uh we use ounces, liters. No, we use ounces, quarts, and gallons. So give me 1 second. So y'all, I'm gonna look that up. If you weigh, Doc, did you say 50 kilos? What was it for 50 kilos? How many
Yes,
liters for 50 kilos?
around that.
Okay, so everyone, you heard it. One of the most important things you can do for yourself is drink water every day. Okay, if you're more than 145 or 50 pounds, you should drink 2.5 liters of water minimum a day. Okay, in order to stay
Yeah.
hydrated. In order to stay hydrated. Anything else, doctor, that people can do to avoid getting sick?
Um, I think the weather is also important to easy have problem when you go to out and you make you and and you wait from rain, but when you come back you don't uh dry your body and you open the fan is after that you will easy have flu and you
Uh,
will tired, runny nose, cough, and maybe 2 years ago or 3 years ago in the global we have COVID-19 and that's what um break down all of the country.
mhm.
Just when you can push your immunity is correct and that is the virus or bacteria that difficult uh suffer from you.
Okay, okay. Well, thanks so much, Doctor Nutty. We appreciate you coming on, and we'll continue this next week with the 5 elements.
Yes, okay. Thank you so
Oh,
much.
okay. Thanks for your time and for all of the great advice. We appreciate it. Thank you so much, Doctor. See you next time. Bye, bye,
Yeah,
ma'am.
bye bye, see you.
Bye, bye. So, everyone, I hope you enjoyed what we went through. We're gonna go through a lot more of that, and the yin and the yang uh, is rooted in astrology. That's one reason why I wanted to have the good doctor on, uh, because we went through this last week, and I was amazed. I was amazed at how closely it tracks astrology. Um, and you guys, you know, I'm very interested in natural medicine. If I ever get the circumstances, if I ever get the circumstances and the opportunity, I am going to uh, train in Vietnamese traditional medicine. So Vietnamese traditional medicine is similar to Chinese traditional medicine. Um, but anyway, I mean, we're lucky to have her come on here, and hopefully, you guys can next week. You can write down some questions, and you can talk to her and see what she says to you about your health or some of your friends. Right? You can access her, and you know she's kind enough to come on here and share her knowledge. And let me hold on, y'all. Let me. I forgot how many liters are. I forgot what that converts to in in ounces. Let me get that for you. 2.5 liters to ounces. Nobody in the world uses ounces, y'all, except for in North America. All right, so 2.5 liters is 88 ounces. So you need to drink 88 ounces of water if you weigh 145 pounds or more, or just 70 kilos or more. All right, you need 88 ounces of water per day. That's in general, right? That's just in general, according to what um, Dr. Nettie said. All right. Oh, by the way, if y'all want to reach out to her, her contact information is in the description area of the video, her clinic phone number, and her email address. So y'all can talk to her. If you want me to assist you with communicating, if you find it difficult, I don't think you'll find it difficult to talk to her because I can talk to her just fine. But if so, I'll assist her in communicating with you. Okay. If you're interested in coming to Vietnam to her clinic, or if you're interested in any of her herbs, etc., or even for her to look at your lab results, maybe you want a second opinion or a third opinion, you can always reach out to her and ask her if she's willing to do it. Okay. Um, but anyway, that's all I got, y'all. I'm tired. I need to go. I need to go to bed. All right, y'all. Shalom Islam to all the Moors. I self law and master. Let's pick this up next week. Write your questions down. Prepare your questions for Dr. Nettie. And when we come on, you can. I think you'll be able to call in. I'll provide a phone number for you guys to call in, a U.S. phone number for you can call in. Um, or you can type it in the chat. Either way. All right. So I'll see y'all tomorrow for the astrotheology, and then either next Wednesday, or next Friday, she'll be back, okay, to continue the discussion about the 5 elements of traditional medicine, Islam.